Planner besties, busy bees, it's your girl, Ebony. I am so thrilled after much waiting, anticipating, and just really looking at my mailbox every single day and front door. I finally have received the cloth and paper Black Friday, Cyber Monday haul of my dreams. At last, my love has come along. All right, let's get into it right after my theme music. Welcome back to Stories and Stationery, y'all. We're going to explore how we can use these materials in this new year because, baby, cloth and paper have done it again. I feel pretty good because everything I got for Black Friday and Cyber Monday fits in this one box. Now, last year, I was brand new, and just like a new love, I just went all out. I spent and spent and spent and spent and spent and spent. I overspent last year. No regrets. I regret nothing. But this year, I kept it a little minimal, and I want to show you what I was able to get. So, of course, I did order on both Black Friday. Actually, I waited until Small Business Saturday to order because we have family in town for Thanksgiving who are staying with us. And then on Cyber Monday, I was waiting for that velvet collection. When you open the box, of course, I have opened up everything in advance because, again, this is not an unboxing channel. I actually tried to film an unboxing again and ended up losing the video again. And so, just like I said, I forgot to tell you about my manicure, which is by Whitley LaFloria. Looks brown in some lights, frosted silver chrome in others. It's a frosted milk chocolate, and it's 3.5 weeks old. That's why it's grown out, but it's still perfect. Just because that's how Whitley rolls. If you are in Southeast Michigan, you need to check out I'm Unique Nails. I also have another one of those Bath and Body Works candles. It is called Journal Moments, and it is just incredible. All right, now that we've done that, and you notice I even have on my long sleeves. Normally at home, I'm in short sleeves or in sleeveless, and today was a busy, busy day with holiday shopping. As always, Mr. Stanley is holding me down as I film. Yeah, let's get into this box. All right, I've said on this channel I'm a Gen Xer. See, these young folks, they trying to say they know about these floppy disks. You don't know about this kind of floppy disk the way that somebody who is an 80s kid and a 90s teen knows about these floppy disks. So, what stays? I am here for this. I cannot wait for the January intention box. I'm looking forward to the archive boxes that we have gotten sneaks of. And yeah, I love this. The saving, the memory, the floppy disk. That is amazing. So this came free. This was one of our free gifts with our Black Friday and Cyber Monday purchases, along with this cotton, almost like a cotton candy. I wondered why they called it cotton when I think the intent was cotton candy, you know? It's the exact color of cotton candy. I'm not a pink girl, but this will probably go into my personal planner where I do have, sort of a deconstructed crimson and cream where it's all shades of red, all gradient shades of cream and beige and tan. So that'll work out for me. But I am really loving this floppy disk, just like everybody else has. All right. The next piece of my haul is the Legends notebook, which I am just thrilled about. I am sure you have seen this on other unboxings. It is, I thought it was going to be burgundy from the website. Maybe it was just my computer or my settings. It is a nice deep chocolate brown. To compare it, here is my Damier Ebene. So you can kind of see the difference. When you put it next to a true brown, the red undertones come out, but this is brown, a reddish, ruddy brown. It feels incomparable in your hands, and it's cloth and paper quality. This notebook belongs to, and it is a task layout. And it was the notebook that only Legends could order. I realized there was a controversy where some Legends were upset because we had to pay for it. Listen, my good people. We are in a time where small businesses are struggling because of tariffs, because of some of the policies of both government and business lately. And I'm just thrilled that we are getting the kinds of items that we are getting from cloth and paper at all, just because I can't even imagine trying to continue running a small business during these times. So I thought it was a nice gesture. Would it have been nice to receive this free? Yes. Did they probably run the numbers and say, we can't do that? And, decided to offer it to us? Yes. And I'm not mad. It's in my collection. I am sure I'm going to get lots of use from it. Again, task layout. I'm not sure about the number of pages. It's probably on the website, but you have your good quality cloth and paper. And yeah, not mad. So we're going to leave that over there. And I did get on last chance or last call shape sticky notes. I am a sticky note girl. I think I like sticky notes more than stickers, dividers, dashboards, covers. I have all kinds of sticky notes. As a matter of fact, I have a whole basket of stickies right under here. So this is just all sticky notes from all different kinds. You see some regular Scotch sticky notes, hearts. Yeah, it is where my former elementary school teacher comes out. So I love these. These are chic. I love the teardrop, Earl Grey teardrop. And this is sort of is it ristretto? I don't know. I would have to look at the website, but I don't think it's ristretto. It's more sand. So I'm thrilled to have that. I did get 2 of the magnetic bookmark clips, pen clips, because I love them. Both Bordeaux, which if you put this next to, oh yeah, maybe this is Bordeaux. It just seems so brown to me, maybe because I'm tired. So I did get the Bordeaux, which is just nice because I think I already have these in Rouge and Avant-Garde and maybe one other color. So happy to add the Bordeaux to my planner and notebook collection. And then for the smoked salt, I treated myself because I learned from Parks and Rec, and they taught me well that you got to have a treat yourself day. So as you're running around buying holiday presents for everybody else, sometimes you need to treat yourself. And so I did pick up this Emily notebook in faded blue. This is from Louis Vuitton. It has the Tourlon leather on the front and the coated canvas on the back. I did get a few other things. I was bad. So I did get some really nice packaging. So you have the flying trunks. And so I just put that there because that's so cute. And I did get the Louis Vuitton Jane notebook. I was hoping to get a Jane. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a moment. And it did have the blue edging instead of, usually it's either white or gold. And so it's blue on blue on blue, which is kind of my bedroom theme because blue is my favorite color. And although it's not a dead ringer, this just like wants to be here. Like, do you see? You see the vision for it, right? So I am absolutely thrilled with the smoked salt kind of smoky blue color. Someone said that the faded blue, I think I was watching someone's video who had bought this. They returned it for the pink. Everybody loves pink except for me, is just in love with it. But she said, yeah, it's kind of a gray blue. But I was like, Yeah. And so this is going to go along really, really well in my bedroom. I'm probably going to use it for some personal creative journaling. And I'm excited because things were meant to be used. I'm not going to preserve it or anything like that. And really excited about seeing what other notebooks fit in that. So thank you, Cloth and Paper, for giving me the perfect pen companion since this doesn't come with the pen loop at all. Okay, I did get the index page flags, which come in Fig Milk. I think this is Bordeaux or Avant-Garde. I can't remember what this third color is. And Smoked Salt. The Smoked Salt color is the color I was most excited about. And I got 2 sets. I think I hit this by mistake, or maybe I know I use page flags, so I'm going to have this for years just because I go through things very slowly, but I do use them. As a matter of fact, you remember this from last year. I think this was either in November or December. Yeah, I keep things forever, for better or for worse. I did get some inserts. So in that lost unboxing video, you can kind of see, or you saw my awkward ripping apart of paper and plastic, and I'm so happy you were spared. This will go much more quickly. This will go much more quickly. So the first set of inserts that I did purchase was the monthly admin. So I am going to try an experiment because sometimes I wasn't able to get into the horizontal weekly all the time. I think that having monthly admin is going to be cool. You can get the month at a glance with a Sunday start, which is traditional, your tasks, your holidays, and then some notes for next month. And then you get a whole page of, I believe, graph on the back. Let me turn it. Yeah, you get graph on the back. And so the whole spread looks like this. So you can, just plan your heart out. I sort of wish the calendar was on the other side and then the notes were here, but then people probably complained about that for the weekly admin, which I tried to use as a project planner and failed at using. So I'm going to try it out. I'm excited about it. So this is the 2026 monthly admin Sunday start. So looking forward to getting into that. I also did get the undated weekly notes, which I am super duper excited about using. It begins with a lined notes page. And oh my gosh, I am just so thrilled about this. Remember, I did come from Happy Planner where the spread looked like this. When you opened up the HP Classic or the HP Mini or even HP Big, you would have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the left page. And then you get Thursday, Friday, and then sometimes a split Saturday and Sunday. And then I can do everything that I need to do up top. And then you have lined notes. I mean, I know, Cloth and Paper. This very well could have been graph on the bottom. So I feel so seen and so appreciated because I am one of the people who likes lines. I really appreciate lines. So I am going to start off using these in my work planner in January. And I'll let you know how it goes because if I want to go back to dated horizontal weekly, I always can. So pleased with that. So as to recap, I have the 2026 monthly admin, the undated weekly notes, and then I have the extended meeting notes. Oops, that's a sneak for something coming up. Extended meeting notes. So I really do love the CMP meeting notes insert, but I find myself needing more room. So I was putting tip-ins, half pages. I was writing as small as I could. And I already told you I have big hands and a huge wingspan. So that wasn't working. So I was thrilled that we're going to have these extended meeting notes where you will be able to write on the back. And I know me, some people would just use this spread for the meeting and then they would go over to the left. I'm not going to do that. I'll begin here. And then if people keep talking at these academic administrative meetings, I'm going to go on the back of the same page. Well, thank you so much for those. And so, yeah, I think this is going to be my setup just to start off my work planner. I also did purchase a pocket folder for our A5 spiral. I was thinking about giving that away, but nobody really wants it who is in my orbit. So we're just going to try to use it. And I'm going to just store my dated horizontal weekly that I purchased. I would not have purchased them had I known we were going to get the A5 spiral. But I know me. I think that the spiral and the lack of ability to tip pages in and out or put the inserts in and out, I may not like, but I'm going to just start off with it in January. So I will have a half letter that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to use this pocket folder in the A5 spiral. I will report back. I'm going to do a few videos about my 2026 stack, just like everyone else is. So let's talk about the velvet collection. Okay, so I think Cloth and Paper did not realize how popular things would be or that they would have gone viral on TikTok or Instagram. It's a good problem to have. But unfortunately, those of us who are insiders, icons, and legends, some of us just missed out. So I had a 9 o'clock engagement on Cyber Monday, and I thought, okay, by the time I finish everything, I'm going to certainly be able to just do what I have to do and get right, into the website, go into the basket and check out. I logged onto the site at 9:45 a.m. on Cyber Monday, December 1st. And let me tell you, Cloth and Paper, addicts, insiders, newbies, people influenced by Cloth and Paper, they don't play. They had wiped out all of the They had wiped out all of the velvet half letter items. And I bet A5, but I'm in half letter. I'm a disc bound girl. All of the half letter was gone by shortly after 10 o'clock. I was one of those who was able to nab the velvet dividers. Allow yourself to be surprised by the process. Oh, I was surprised by that Cyber Monday process. Okay, I was really, really surprised. What we see depends on mainly what we look for. That's not what that says. That says what we see depends mainly on what we look for. And finally, what you focus on grows. Set your intentions clearly. Word. Now, I know that my OCD is going to be irritated by I already am preemptively going to be irritated by what I will do to this. This is not CMP. This is ebony. I just know that I'm going to probably take a lint roller at some point and because already after unboxing, I just the dust in the air and I just see. But I love these. The feel is incomparable. I will say some girls were saying they don't know how you might label these. Yes, you can. Think about how you would label fabric. So you just want to get smaller individual letters that would be, or some fabric glue. So you can do it. You just have to get crafty. I know that those of us at Cloth and Paper were more functional planners, but here, you can take a tip from the scrapbookers and the people who do scrapbooks and the decorative planning community and just, there are some things that you can do in order to label your dividers. I also did get, before it sold out, the velvet pocket folder, which reminds me of the A5 spiral folder. I like these folders. I will say that you have to be careful sliding paper in just because of traction. It's best to slide in something that has plastic. This is a little big. This goes in and out quite easily. Also, the folder, let me see what I did with that. The folder with the disc. These awesome, almost, they're like wax paper, but not parchment paper, that they're sustainable parchment paper that slides in and out easily. So you're going to be able to put your page flags in. But if you just use paper, I think, sometimes that might be weird, or maybe it's just me. I could just be strange. All right, so we have that. I can't remember if I talked about the shape sticky notes on this video. Maybe I did. I'll just say that I'm a sticky note girl. Yeah, I did. I did talk about that. Okay. I may or may not edit this out, but this was on Last Chance. I don't know if it's still there, but I love all kinds of sticky notes. I did get both the Eclipse bookmark set and the raised stickers in the trio, the lacquered trio. So the fig milk, smoked salt, and Bordeaux. And I think they threw in, I don't know if that's navy or, let me see. Apollo. Yes, that's that deep navy. Okay, requesting an Apollo folio cloth and paper. We need navy. Some of us are blue aficionados. I just showed you an entire blue on blue on blue on blue on blue on blue Louis Vuitton notebook. So there are those of us who are willing to spend on blue items. So hopefully in 2026, that is something that can happen for us. But anyway, I'm super excited about using the raised stickers and the Eclipse bookmark set. Now, remember I told you everything sold out and I couldn't get the half letter cover? I could not get a half letter cover in this to save my whole life. Guess what I did instead? I'm so thrilled. I got the HP Classic because at first you don't succeed, good people. Oh, hi, my reflection is here. Yes. I have a silk press. I need to do another plan like a boss so that we can see each other face to face. And oh, you can see the light. You can see everything. This is shining. Anyway, let's move on. There's the ring light. So this is the cover. Structure you can feel. A routine that holds you, not hurries you. Oops, that's blurring. Soft mornings, clear intentions, a quiet hour, a return to yourself. So at the time, when half letter and A5 sold out, I said, you know what, Eb, what other sizes are you in? And I thought, you know what, HP Classic. So this has revolutionized what I'm going to be doing for my planner stack. I thought I had left HP Classic behind, except for my personal planner, my financial planner, etc. No, I haven't. I'm going to do a Frankenplanner for my projects. And this is going to be the front cover of that. So I have a folder. This is going to be at the back, but in between, I'm going to have just regular dividers. I couldn't get the dividers, but we're going to make it do what it do. And the perfect pairing for this amazing checkerboard velvet are these copper discs. So I have copper. Of course, you could also pair with the tortoise shell discs. I have the ones from Cloth and Paper, and I have a whole bunch from Happy Planner because I was using them quite some time before the ones from Cloth and Paper were available. But I love this copper. You see it? Like it's like a nice penny. It's like a rose gold. This is a true copper. These are the guts of what used to be my project planner that I ended up doing something else with. And so I'm gonna spread some of these things around. I don't know that I'm gonna get or invest in the 2025 stuff like I did last year, but there we go. I will say that I love that the checkerboard is a little bit more subtle than it could have been. I thought, from the really good lighting and the professional pictures on the website, it'd be quite obvious. No, it's just like these nails, which are silver in some lights and brown in others, which is, kind of a trick of the light, Whitley LaFloria people. This is, you can see the checkerboard really well in some lights, and then it's more subtle in others. So I think it would pair really nicely with the fluted dashboard or the studded dashboard, the new one. I don't have that yet, but I thought that it might be a really nice pairing. So that might be something I check out for the HP Classic Frankenplanner that I'm planning to design. And for now, I think I'm going to start off using this cover set, but knowing me, I'm probably going to layer this a bit differently. I'm really excited. I was not thrilled when I could not get the dashboard, that velvet checkerboard dashboard, because it's like, ugh, Cloth and paper, please order twice as much half letter and A5 as you have everything else. Like it's like most of us are in A5 or half letter or CP petite. I feel like those are maybe their most common sizes, but yeah, it's a small thing, um, all things considered. Because I am going to go to a HP Classic planner, I did purchase the storage holders. So these are the larger storage holders, and this will be able to fit all my HP Classic inserts. So, y'all, I'm pretty happy about this. I was heated. I was not happy the Cyber Monday morning. I felt like, as a legend, as someone who's been pretty brand loyal for the past year and a half, I know I'm a newbie and I should hush. It's like, oh, she's only been with us for a year and a half. But I just really felt, I don't know, maybe I felt a little entitled to be able to get, what I wanted when I wanted. But again and again, we are living through such terrible times right now. I think that being thankful for what you have, feeling blessed for it, and just taking everything in stride is the name of the game. So, good people, I think that's all for me. I'm going to leave this out. I actually put my all of my magnetic clips and bookmarks on the side of I have like a mini fridge in my master bedroom, and so there is a board, a magnetic board where all these live. So I'm going to put this up here. All right. I think that's it. Let me lay this disc on the top. What stays? Well, guess what is going to stay, good people? This Black Friday and Cyber Monday haul. I'm so thrilled with everything that I got. I felt as if I stayed within my budget. I didn't buy too much. Last year, I went ham. I was all over the place. Everything. I bought everything I could see on the website except for the Valencia bag. And then I got that during spring break. So within the next couple of months, I did buy that bag. But yeah, I did pretty good this year, and I'm pretty pleased, and I'm very excited to see what's up next for 2026. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Mr. Stanley held me down as always. It's good to hydrate. It's good to reflect. And with that, I will see you on the next one. Bye.